GST revenue collection recorded all-time high. Over 1.15 lakh crore gross GST revenue was collected in December 2020, which is 12% higher than the GST revenues December 2019. The gross GST revenue collected in DEC or 20 is 1 rupee, 15,174 crore, of which CGST is 21,365 crore rupees, SGST is 27,804 crore rupees, and IGST is 57,426 crore rupees. The GST revenues during DEC or 20 have been the highest since the introduction of GST, and it is the first time that it has crossed 1.15 lakh rupees crore. New method of producing hydrogen peroxide. Scientists have found an efficient and inexpensive method for producing hydrogen peroxide. Researchers from Center for Nano and Soft Matter Sciences (CENS) have shown that a chemical called nickel cobalt phosphite (NiCoPhi) decorated with carbon nanotubes (CNTS) can facilitate ORR to produce H2O selectively in high yield. The research was published in the journal Chemelectrochem. Zhong Shanshan, Asia's richest person. China or as Zhong Shanshan has become Asia's richest person, replacing India's Mukesh Ambani and a group of Chinese tech titans including Jack Ma. Zhong's net worth has surged $70.9 billion in 2021 to $77.8 billion, making him the 11th richest person on the planet, according to the Bloomberg Billionaires Index. It's one of the fastest accumulations of wealth in history. Indian Army creates a new human rights cell. The Indian Army has created a new human rights cell for greater transparency and probity in its functioning in disturbed areas like in the Northeast. Major General Gautam Chauhan, who was commissioned into the Gorkha Rifles, has taken charge as the first additional Director General Human Rights at the Army headquarters in New Delhi. He will report directly to the Army Vice Chief. RBI introduces Digital Payments Index. The RBI has constructed a composite Digital Payments Index (DPI) to capture the extent of digitization of payments across the country. It comprises of 5 broad parameters that enable measurement of deepening and penetration of digital payments in the country over different time periods. It has been constructed with March 2018 as the base period, with a DPI score of 100. Delhi GOT extends water bill waiver scheme. The Delhi government has extended till March 31, 2021, its scheme offering a one-time waiver of water bill arrears and late payment surcharge. Under the scheme, all categories of houses get an exemption from late fee payments, while their pending water bills are waived partly or fully depending on the housing category. Less than span style equals background color RGB 255, 255, 255 greater than. The scheme was launched in August 2020. Less than span greater than. Indian Army signs contract with Goa Shipyard. The Indian Army has signed a contract with Goa Shipyard Limited for 12 fast patrol boats for surveillance and patrolling of large water bodies. The boats would be used for patrols in high-altitude regions. The signing of the contract comes 8 months after India first detected intrusions by Chinese soldiers into Indian territory, including along the banks of the Pangong Tso Lake. Bajaj Auto, first to cross M-cap of 1 lakh rupees crore. Bajaj Auto has become the first two-wheeler company across the globe to cross a market capitalization of 1 rupee lakh crore, around $13.6 billion. Bajaj Auto is the world's third largest manufacturer of motorcycles and the largest manufacturer of three-wheelers. The company has its manufacturing facilities at Chakan near Pune, Waluj, Aurangabad, and Pantnagar at Uttarakhand. KVIC unveils e-commerce portal. The Khadi and Village Industries Commission (KVIC) has unveiled an e-commerce portal or Madish, ekhadindia.com. Over 50,000 products, ranging from apparel to home decor, will be available on its newly launched platform. The portal is the first of its kind government online shopping platform to boost the rural economy and become self-sustainable. 15 lakh rupees penalty imposed on Bharati Axa. Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority (IRDAI) has imposed a total penalty of 15 lakh rupees on Bharati Axa General Insurance Company. It has been fined in two different cases for violation of various provisions concerning motor insurance. IRDAI imposed a penalty of 10 lakh rupees on it for non-compliance with minimum obligations under regulations concerning third-party motor insurance business. Singapore and Malaysia terminate a project. A multi-billion-dollar high-speed rail link between Singapore and Malaysia's capital Kuala Lumpur has been terminated. The two countries were unable to reach an agreement on the project after Malaysia sought changes because of the pandemic's economic impact. The project would have cut travel time between the centers down to about 90 minutes versus more than 4 hours by car. SEBI extends date for NAV. SEBI has extended the date for implementation of Framework for Uniformity in the Applicability of Net Asset Value (NAV) across various schemes on realization of funds to February 1, 2021. The change in NAV calculation rule was supposed to be implemented from January 1, 2021. Currently, for investment below 2 lakh rupees, allotment of units is based on time of receipt of application within the cut-off time. Iran to enrich uranium up to 20%. Iran has informed the International Atomic Energy Agency that it intends to produce uranium enriched to up to 20% purity, well beyond the threshold set by the 2015 Vienna Accord. It will enrich uranium at a rate of up to 20% in its Fordo underground plant, to comply with a law recently passed by the Iranian parliament. Former Home Minister Bhutta Singh dies. Senior Rajasthan Congress leader and former MP from Jalore, Bhutta Singh passed away in January 2021. A four-time MP from Jalore Siroi Lok Sabha constituency, Bhutta Singh served as the Home Minister of India in the Rajiv Gandhi government from 1986 to 1989. He also served as the National President of Scheduled Caste Commission. UT administration signs MoU with NAFED. The administration signed a historic MoU with National Agricultural Cooperative Marketing Federation of India (ETD). NAFED on the 1st of January 2021. NAFED will cover 5,500 hectares at a cost of 1,700 crore rupees in the next 5 years, with a major focus on apple, walnut, cherry, pear and other significant horticulture produce. It will also set up 20 farmer-producer organizations, one in each district. India and ADB signed $231 million United States dollars loan. India and Asian Development Bank (ADB) have signed a $231 million United States dollars loan. It will augment electricity generation capacity in Assam through the construction of a 120 megawatts hydroelectric power plant that will enhance the availability of electricity for households. This is the third tranche loan for the ongoing Assam Power Sector Investment Program approved by the ADB board in July 2014. India and ADB signed $10 million United States dollars PRF. India and the Asian Development Bank have signed a $10 million Project Readiness Financing PRF. It will help finance piloting activities in design and capacity building for an ensuing project that aims to expand horticulture production and farm household income in Himachal Pradesh. It will support the development of subtropical horticulture, including cultivation of fruits and vegetables. 1088 people traced under Operation Muskaan. As many as 1088 people have been traced in Ahmednagar district by the police in December 2020 under the Operation or Muskan or to trace missing children. Out of 200 cases of child abduction, 77 children have been traced. The local administration, under the Union Home Ministry's initiative Operation Muskan for rescuing and rehabilitating missing children, had launched the drive on December 1, 2020. Australia changes a word in national anthem. Australia has changed one word in its national anthem to reflect or echo the spirit of unity or RDQO and the country's indigenous population. The second line of the anthem, Advance Australia Fair, has been changed from or for we are young and free or to or for we are one and free or. The change is in effect from the 1st of January 2021. India begins its two-year tenure at UNSC. India began its two-year tenure as a non-permanent member of the less than span style equals background color RAGB 255, 255, 255 greater than UN Security Council on the 1st of January 2021, less than span greater than. India will sit in the 15-nation United Nations Security Council (UNSC) for the 2021-22 term as a non-permanent member, the eighth time that the country has had a seat in UNSC. India will be UNSC president in August 2021 and will preside over the council again for a month in 2022. India-Pak exchange lists of civilian prisoners. India and Pakistan exchanged, through diplomatic channels, the lists of civilian prisoners and fishermen in their custody on the 1st of January 2021. This is in keeping with the provisions of the 2008 agreement under which such lists are exchanged every year on 1st of January and the 1st of July. India handed over lists of 263 Pakistan civilian prisoners and 77 fishermen in India or S custody to Pakistan. NYSE to delist 3 Chinese companies. The New York Stock Exchange (NYSE) will delist 3 Chinese companies to comply with a U.S. executive order that imposed restrictions on companies that were identified as affiliated with the Chinese military. The process to delist 3 companies, China Mobile, China Telecom and China Unicom Hong Kong, have started. These are involved in civilian and military production with money from U.S. investors. 14 crore cylinders provided to PMUY beneficiaries. More than 14 crores free of cost cylinders have been provided to Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana PMUY beneficiaries during COVID-19. Under Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan package, free of cost LPG cylinders were provided to the beneficiaries for up to 3 free LPG refills till the 31st of December 2020. The scheme aims at providing clean cooking fuel to poor households. Missed call facility for LPG consumers. Union Minister for Petroleum and Natural Gas and Steel Dharmendra Pradhan has launched the missed call facility for LPG consumers in Bhubaneswar. Indian Oil LPG customers can now give a missed call to 8454955555 for refill booking and for new connection for Bhubaneswar city. He also rolled out the second phase of the world-class Octane 100 premium grade petrol, under the brand XP 100. Centre extends disability compensation. Centre has decided to extend disability compensation to all serving employees if they get disabled in the line of duty while performing their service and are retained in service in spite of such disablement. Minister of State for Personnel, Public Grievances and Pensions Jitendra Singh announced this on the 1st of January 2021. It will provide relief to young Central Armed Police Force CAPF personnel. Wi-Fi facility introduced in AC tram coaches. West Bengal Transport Corporation (WBTC) introduced Wi-Fi facility in AC tram coaches in Kolkata on the 1st of January 2021 to make them attractive for the youth. Noticing that the ridership of young people has been decreasing in tram cars, the WBTC decided to introduce this facility. Jharkhand to construct 1,008 houses. Jharkhand CM Hemant Soren has announced under the Center or S Lighthouse projects they will be constructing 1,008 houses for the poor and middle class population in the state. Prime Minister Narendra Modi laid the foundation stone of Lighthouse Projects LHPS under Global Housing Technology Challenge GHTC India at 6 sites across 6 states on January 1, 2021. PMO gets Centennial Observing Station status. The World Meteorological Organization (WMO) Geneva has awarded the status of or Centennial Observing Station or to the Patna Meteorological Observatory (PMO). The recognition has come as a result of extensive consultation and close collaboration between WMO Climate Network and instrument experts representing WMO technical commissions, the Global Climate Observing System. DDA launches housing scheme for sale of flats. The Delhi Development Authority (DDA) launched a housing scheme on the 2nd of January 2021. This scheme is for the sale of over 1,300 flats mostly in the high-income group (HIG) and middle-income group (MIG) categories. The scheme will be launched online through newly developed Aavas software of DDA and applications will remain active until February 16, 2021. India-Pakistan exchange list of nuclear sets. Pakistan and India conducted the annual practice of exchanging the list of their nuclear installations on the 1st of January 2021 under a bilateral arrangement. It was made in accordance with Article 2 of the Agreement on Prohibition of Attacks Against Nuclear Installations and Facilities between Pakistan and India, signed on December 31, 1988. GHMC to add 650 more garbage collecting autos. The Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation (GHMC) has announced to add about 650 more garbage collecting autos. Under the Swachh Hyderabad initiative, there are currently about 2,500 autos that collect garbage door or dish to or dish door in the early hours of the day on alternative days. In Swachh Survekshan 2020, GHMC was awarded the number 1 rank in THE Best Megacity in Citizen Feedback category. App for virtual tour of Jayahi GVK New Museum. The Mumbai Airport authorities have launched an app to offer a guided virtual tour of its Jayahi GVK Museum with over 5,000 pieces of artwork and artifacts. The app, Jayahi Museum, is available on all Play stores. Passengers using the airport's Terminal 2 can also access a web version of the tour by scanning a QR code. Sumo wrestler Zambulat Khatokhov passes away. Russian sumo wrestler Zambulat Khatokhov, who entered the Guinness World Records as the world's heaviest child in 2003, passed away in December 2020. As a 2-year-old, Khatokhov weighed about 34 kilograms and weighed in at around 180 kilograms when he was 13. Wrestling is popular in Russia or North Caucasus area, including in the regions of Kabardino-Balkaria, Chechnya and Dagestan. Soma Mandal becomes SAIL's first woman head. Soma Mandal has taken over as first ever woman head of Steel Authority of India Limited (SAIL). Before taking over as chairperson of Steel CPSU on January 1, 2021, she was the company's director commercial. She succeeds Anil Kumar Chaudhary, who superannuated on the 31st of December 2020. Before joining SAIL as a director, she was the director commercial at Nalco. Adobe shuts down Flash Player. Adobe OS Flash Player has been officially discontinued on December 31, 2020. The plugin was first released in 1996. Adobe has been planning for the end, announcing in 2017 that it would phase out Flash by the end of 2020. Singer has announced that the end of Flash would also mean the end of Farmville, since the game relies on the Flash plugin. Dr. Raghu Ram honored with OB Officer. Dr. Raghu Ram Pillarisetti, Director, KIMS USHALAKSHMI Center for Breast Disease, has found a place in the Queen Elizabeth IIS 2021 New Year's Honours List. He was honored with OB Officer of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire. OB is the second highest ranking order of the British Empire award. He is also a recipient of Padma Shri Award and Dr. B.C. Roy National Award. SEBI fines Reliance Industries. SEBI fined Reliance Industries Ltd, RIL, and its chairman and managing director Mukesh Ambani a total of 40 crore rupees on January 1 for alleged manipulation in the trading of Reliance Petroleum Ltd securities. Fines of 25 crore rupees and 15 crore rupees have been imposed on RIL and Mr. Ambani, respectively. Two other entities, Navi Mumbai Cess PVT Ltd and Mumbai Cess Ltd, have been fined 20 crore rupees and 10 crore rupees, respectively. Canara Bank raises 1,635 crore rupees. Canara Bank has raised 1,635 crore rupees through the issuance of additional Tier I bonds. This will help it increase its capital adequacy ratio. As of September end 2020, the bank or S capital to risk-weighted assets ratio CRAR stood at 12.77%. In the second quarter ended Sept 20, it reported a 28% leap in profit after tax at 444 crore rupees compared to 616 crore rupees in the same quarter of the previous fiscal. Delhi's Air Quality Index best in 4 years. Pollution levels in Delhi in December 2020 were the lowest in the last 4 years, according to the Central Pollution Control Board (CPCB). The average air quality index AQI for December 2020 stood at 308. It was 337 in 2019, 360 in 2018 and 316 in 2017, the CPCB data showed. It recorded 4 severe air quality days in DEC 20 as compared to 8 each in 2019 and 2018 and 1 in 2017. Go Air announces expansion of services to UAE. Go Air has announced the expansion of its services to the UAE with the launch of new flights to Sharjah from Mumbai, Delhi, Kochi and Kannur. These flights started from the 1st of January 2021. Currently, flights to the UAE are operated under an air bubble agreement since international commercial flights to and from India remain suspended from March 23, 2020, in the wake of the coronavirus pandemic. Jubilant to buy stake in Barbecue Nation. Jubilant Foodworks Ltd will invest 92 crore rupees to buy a 10.76% stake in Barbecue Nation Hospitality Ltd, BNHL, which runs the popular Barbecue Nation barbecue chain of restaurants. The company will acquire 50,794 fully paid-up equity shares of the face value of 5 rupees each, aggregating to 10.76% stake in BNHL. The all-cash deal is expected to conclude by the 25th of January 2021. Praj Industries bags 226.90 crore rupees order. Praj Industries has bagged a 226.90 crore rupees order from Indian Oil Corporation Ltd, IOCL. It is for the execution of Zero Liquid Discharge System water treatment package and waste water treatment package of acrylic oxo alcohol project at IOCL Damat, Gujarat.